What's up, YouTubers? So, getting, they say you should only have one project at a time. Ironhide's coming along well with the turbo. Ended up blowing the rear main seal, which I kind of figured was going to happen because it's all original from '86, never been changed, and it was leaking, but I wanted just to run it before having to swap it out. So I ran it, drove pretty good on a few pounds of boost. I'm going to have that fixed, but that is not what today's video is about. Today is not about Ironhide. It's actually about the 73 Class C. And then we got Delilah, the poor Chevelle, sitting there. But anyways, so this is a 1973 Chevy C30 Camper Special. It's Class C. Don't know if it's a Camper Special, but it's Class C. Made by Mitchell Company in Colorado. The motor, everything looks very original from what I could tell. I ended up getting it on Craigslist from somebody who was a flipper. So they made a few bucks, but it's okay. I think I still got a pretty good deal on it. I ended up covering the carb and the alternator. Pressure wash it. Going to be doing some work on it pretty soon. And there was a bunch of rat crap down here, so there's wanted to get rid of that. The inside of the cab. Let me show you guys the inside of the cab. See the outside shot one more time. And then the side of the cab over here is really good condition. Odometer says 57,000 original miles, I think it was. All the gauges work, which is crazy because I don't know if you guys have ever had a square body, but gauges usually don't work on the used ones, at least from my experience. Only one crack on the dash. Carpet's in really good condition. I'm gonna wash it. Probably will keep this original carpet. I got a lot of junk in here for parts that I'm gonna be putting under the hood: belts, water pumps, hoses, brakes. This is gonna be one of the vents for the inside. Roof is kind of caving in, so I got to redo the roof before I end up putting in the new vents. But as you can see, the front cab is in pretty good condition. So let's go ahead and get on with the rest of this sucker on the outside. So there she is. Everything looks very original. I don't know if it is. I'm assuming it is. There's the fuel tank fill up for the truck. There's two gas tanks in it. One of them is leaking, not the gas tank, but the actual hose that connects to the tank is leaking. This is for the water connection. So if I was going to park somewhere at an RV park where they had full-time water connection, you would just turn the hose in here. That's an exhaust vent for something. I'm assuming there's a heater. That's for the refrigerator, and then that's just some storage down there. They made two of these. I've only really seen 3 of these ever, which was kind of funny. Of course, this after you get a vehicle, that's when you start to see them more. I've seen 2 of these at SEMA. One was actually a 68 version, which is a different body style. It's not considered a square body. Still badass. But this is a square body style, roughly from 1973 to 1989, 1988, 1990. Depends on what type of vehicle you're talking about. We can go into detail about that later if you guys have enough comments or questions about it. If not, you can use the Google. And then back here, you just got more storage. I'm going to probably put a small generator back here to run the AC on one of these sides. And obviously use the storage in there for storage. This truck, I don't know what the actual tow capacity is. I'm hoping it can flat tow Ironhide. That'd be pretty rad to be able to find a nice camp spot in a national park. And if I want to go out for a day, 2 days, 3 days, go off-roading, camping in the backwoods, and then come back and have somewhere to stay fairly local, which would be the Class C. So the plug, I don't know if it works. I'm debating if I should plug it in or not this weekend, see if anything works or if it catches fire. There's another fill up. This is for filling up the water tank. And then this is for the heater. There's a onboard propane tank underneath the truck, which is really old. So I'm definitely going to be changing that out for a newer one whenever we get to that. And this is for the heater. And then I think this fridge will also run off of propane. Not sure. There's another thingamabob down there, like a little box for access to something for somewhere. Maybe that's where you fill up the propane. That's my assumption, but I'm not sure. I haven't even opened that up yet. But we'll get into the goodies this weekend. Hope you guys can watch my next video that I'll be posting. I don't know if I'll be posting it this weekend exactly, but it'll be soon, just so you guys can see how it's coming along when we start to gut it. There's Milan, the Wonder Moose. Come on, Moose. Wonder Doberman. But anyways, here is the inside. Voila. Beautiful 1973 puke green and that wood coloring, which I really don't actually mind. But there's a lot of damage to the wood in here from water leaking. The walls I don't think are too bad. I know there's going to be some leaks around here, but I feel like they're not going to be horrible. Obviously the roof needs to be redone, the ceiling. Got to change out that green carpeting because it's probably all original from 73. I'm going to be going with something a little more modern, a hardwood, but I want to keep the wood color, not necessarily any grays. I want to go with like a wood color and maybe white for the walls, kind of make everything open up and pop and still look fairly original. So I'm going to be removing the cabinets. I want to keep these original doors, probably refinish them. Maybe I'll paint them. Maybe I'll do them like a different wood color to match whatever other wood texture and whatnot that I go with. Here's a refrigerator. This is a Hadco 600. I believe it is a 6-liter, 60-liter fridge. That's why it's a 600. They came in 700s, 450s, 350s. I will probably be going with a larger fridge, but I want to keep this outside wood look on it. And they have some panels that you can put on the newer fridges to make it look a little old school. So it'll be something a little taller. There's storage up top, storage down there at the bottom. This is pretty rad. I'll make a video of this before I take everything out. This turns into a bed. I want to say you could sleep 2 people comfortably, not 2 huge guys, but maybe a couple or a guy and a person and a child could sleep there comfortably. It pulls out pretty good size. And then that turns into, I'm assuming, the master bed or the queen bed. It's the biggest bed at least. So the table goes down, you remove that post right there, and then there's lips on the side. And then the cushions come in, and then you have yourself a bed. Original, really cool stove and oven, which I really want to keep these if they work. I'm assuming they do. So I got to kind of clean them up, do somewhat of a refurbish, and hopefully they work well. There is a really nice size closet in here. Found some pretty cool, some 357 rounds in there along with some 22s. So assuming this was some outdoorsman, previously an outdoorsman's vehicle. Also saw that, so I'm pretty sure it was. Because I don't know if any woman would allow that inside of their Class C. But anyways, hopefully going to be putting some solar panels on the roof, and then this will be where everything is to control those in here. And I'm assuming, or not assuming, but I'm planning on making this a little bit smaller to be able to make the shower a little bigger, which I'll show you guys right now. Because this is a really big closet, and I don't know if I'm going to need that much space. I guess we'll see how long I'm on the road, but I usually can fit most of my clothes in a couple small bags. So here's the bathroom. Bathroom is obviously needs some loving and care. There's a lot of space in here actually when I saw it, because I'm pretty sure there's a water tank underneath inside of here. That's how they did them in the 70s, from what I've seen in the other videos from other 70 rebuilds. Not necessarily a same Mitchell and Company, but from this design, these type of Class Cs. So in the back here, I want to say there's probably 6 foot 4 inches of space. I'm 6 foot, so I got room. And up here, you can see there's a lip, probably another 4 inches. So maybe like 6'6" to 6'8", roughly. A lot of space, but when you hop in here, you lose that because you got to step up. So I'm thinking about putting a bubble top on there. I probably have an inch or 2 of space before hitting the roof when I'm standing in here. Not a lot of room to shower height-wise. I'll probably be going with one of those newer design swivel toilets. I've seen a lot of videos where people are rebuilding the front of their Class C, the sleeping area above the cabin. There's a lot of leaks. I'm hoping there's not leaks in here. That'd be great if there was none, but I'm expecting it. So we'll see how it is. There's another vent. That's going to be replaced with a newer one with a little fan. The one in the back is going to have a newer design with a little fan in there, so it can kind of get air flowing through here. And then I'm going to put another one in the middle here, but not necessarily a hole for a vent, but for an AC unit. I'd like to have a small AC unit in here. Sometimes we go riding the side-by-sides, the Razors in the desert. So when it gets a little toasty, it'd be nice to have some air conditioning. A lot of cabinet space up here. So I will definitely show you guys tomorrow what's going on before we gut it or after we gut it, during we gut it. There's a little thermostat control there. Down here is a, looks like it's a heater control unit. Not 100% sure, but I'm 99% sure that's what that is. Somebody, you can see, fixed it with duct tape. Nice little plug, which is pretty cool, from 73. So you can still plug in, I don't know what you plug in 1973, but nowadays to charge your phone or whatever camera equipment you got. So there she is. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow so you guys can get some updates. Follow me on my Instagram page, CUCV underscore page. Sorry, I didn't finish that. So it's CUCV underscore page on Instagram. I post more on there. There's a lot of stuff about military trucks, but I'm going to start posting a lot more about this remodel, this rebuild, and this Class C. And you guys can see where she goes. So thanks for watching. And again, like, subscribe, follow, and have a great day.